I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher 33. Today looks like I'm revising the role of the 5 o'clock Shadow Teacher 33, the castaway, as I'm back to one of my sacred places. I'm back to the Crystal Coast, here doing a retreat. And today we're going to talk UFOs. See, back in 2020, I had an experience that shattered a paradigm of existence for me. I had a UFO encounter. Saw orbs in the sky with my visual sense. Saw this cloud over the ocean, emanating pink lightning in sync with the orbs dancing. Felt pressure in my head, electric signals in my brain, and something talked to me. I had contact with a non-human intelligence. Put videos up on this YouTube channel. Some of them got taken down at this point or censored, but that experience was real. And that contact I had went on for 2 weeks straight. I was getting what they call downloads. My perception opened up and something bigger was talking to me. Just blew me wide open. I went to those who work in modalities of energy for help. Wanted to understand what was going on, what was happening, what I've experienced. That's how our minds, how our egos work. We want to make sense of what we don't understand. And I got into color puncture. Did a breathwork series or session with Jonathan Johnson. Jonathan Johnson, who you can see on this channel, I did videos with back in 2023. Did a controversial video series with him. And after that particular breathwork session, the contact stopped. And I honestly didn't want it to stop, because what was talking to me was so powerful. It was unlike anything I've ever experienced. And I just went on this quest. A quest to where I became obsessed with learning about UFOs. Met a friend who was retired military, worked in Area 51, never had a UFO encounter but believed in them. Sent me on a path with some books. Had a few other sightings, but never the contact like I had in 2020, that summer of June in 2020. And this went on for years. I'm saying this now, I guess, because I'm at the beach. Every time I go to the beach, that was a ritual, to look up to the sky, project my consciousness, and see what answers back. But nothing ever did answer back ever since that one time. Nothing ever did. And I started to question myself, started to question how real was that experience. Something I had a knowing at that time. My mind started to fill with doubt. And then I started to question, did I do the wrong thing with what was gifted to me? See, what talked to me, I was pretty sure wanted me to talk about it publicly. It wanted me to open up about the phenomenon. But my life, after I started to do so, shrunk. Lost relationships, got censored. My life shrunk. It didn't expand after that. And so I started to question am I not worthy anymore? Because whatever talked to me, it felt benevolent. It felt like a spirit that was beautiful and kind and was here to open up the hearts of people in this world, and was doing that in my heart and was doing that through me. I really believed that was what was going on, but it stopped speaking to me. And what I came to realize is that by focusing on this thing so much and focusing on this phenomena, it was starting to take away from my life, and it was taking away from what was important to me. But I also realized that the greater importance from it was not about spectacle, was not about doing something dramatic to get people's attention. The big message was about consciousness. It's about the evolution of consciousness and the expansion of consciousness. And that became my work, was opening up my consciousness, regardless of the circumstances in my life, regardless whether this phenomena from beyond or from within was showing itself, was examining what do I truly value and who am I called to become? What kind of person am I showing up as? I'm not a religious person, but there's so much truth in the Bible, teachings of Jesus, what I found, truth of how you treat people, truth of your actions, how you behave is going to have a ripple effect on everything else in the world. A truth of what we do and how we behave when we're living in our false self, when we're living from our ego, our pain, our suffering, our trauma, and the importance for our consciousness to rise, for us to be able to come to terms with our trauma and heal within ourselves so that we can be a vessel of healing for others. This is a truth that was revealed to be just in living. And when more people do this on a mass scale, then healing happens not just within us, it happens on the planet, because we're all connected. Everything is consciousness. We are an expression of divine consciousness. The God particle is within us and without. So how we show up matters. Everything matters. Every little thing matters. And that doesn't mean to be afraid of negative emotions, because feeling our negative emotions, experiencing negativity and darkness is part of this existence. What it means is knowing how to alchemize those emotions, being able to feel them, and then when we show up, we interact with others, we're doing it from our best self. And so now when I come to the beach, I still look to the sky, put my consciousness out there. I ask, if something wants to reveal itself to me, may it, but if not, I'm still okay. Because ultimately, I'm connecting with something that is far more powerful inside of me. And with that being said, anyone who needs to hear that message, I trust it's finding its way to you today. Be well, my friends, and I'll see you on the other side.